Hi, I'm Jessie Fisher, Executive Director of Preservation Buffalo Niagara. Welcome to our video annual report. We are excited to let our members know what we've been up to through 2020. While it didn't look exactly the way we had planned it in the beginning of the year, as I'm sure all of your years have looked, we did find ways to really connect with our members and to continue our mission to identify, protect, and promote Western New York's unique architecture and heritage and connect people to the places they love.
PBN does this work on behalf of you, our members, and we are pleased to report that our membership for 2020 is up by 18% to 471 active members. Thank you for your support. We look forward to growing these numbers to ensure local leaders know that preservation is supported in our region.
While we discontinued our in-person tours, we pivoted to a virtual and self-guided model. We had 250 people follow along on our Queen City Downtown tour on our YouTube channel, and 400 people virtually took the Terracotta City tour.
And by holding our modern WNY lectures on Zoom and streaming them to Facebook, we connected with approximately 200 people, in addition to those who purchased our self-guided tours. That's over 250 people who have increased their knowledge and appreciation for modernism in Western New York.
Whether it's from here in this office or from our own homes, PBN continues to be a trusted and expert source for technical assistance. So far in 2020, we've provided well over 100 hours providing advice on how to access funding and tax credits, how to maintain your historic property, and how to protect it with landmarking. We've also done and scheduled trainings for 6 of our local preservation commissions so that they are better able to carry out their regulatory function in protecting our local landmarks.
We launched our 1850 project, engaging local volunteers in researching some of our oldest structures in Western New York. Our project identified about 150 extant buildings in Buffalo built pre-1860 and enlisted the help of more than 15 volunteers in researching them to prepare local landmark applications and determinations of eligibility for the National Register. In 2021, we will take that research and determine how best to protect these resources.
We've continued to educate eligible homeowners about how the Historic Tax Credit Program can save them money, helping them to invest in the highest possible maintenance of their historic home. While we had to switch our monthly drop-in workshop to a virtual meeting after March, we still had 150 participants this year so far, and we've had more than 300 people view our Tax Credit 101 tutorial on YouTube.
We continue to work to preserve the Michigan Sycamore Corridor here in downtown Buffalo. Our latest landmark extension application was heard by the Common Council on October 20th, and once approved and signed by the mayor, it'll bring preservation protections to 6 more incredibly significant buildings here in the city.
In 2020, the Buffalo Municipal Housing Authority again renewed its proposal to demolish Willert Park Courts, one of the nation's oldest African-American public housing developments. In response, not only does PBN continue to oppose this demolition, but we've also boldly requested to be made the designated developer of this property so that we can work with our community-based partners and national experts to create a positive outcome for this incredibly important place. For our hard work in saving Willert Park, PBN is thrilled to announce that we will be winning the Excellence in Advocacy Award from Docomomo US, one of the leading voices for preserving modern architecture in the United States. And since the awards will be virtual this year, you can participate. Go to our website for more information. PBN has also continued to take strides to move our mission from solely education and advocacy work to more of a hands-on approach to preservation. Last year saw the launch of our Preservation Revolving Loan Fund, and this year saw us accept a donation of property, 72 Sycamore Street, the Eliza Quirk House, from local developer and friend of PBN, Rocco Termini. PBN is working with an architecture and preservation team to turn this 1840s boarding house into 6 units of affordable housing, office space for heart of the city neighborhoods, and a preservation resource center that will allow us to hold public workshops and classes in our own space.
We have spent 2020 working very closely with members of the Grand Street community, one of Buffalo's most diverse and distinctive neighborhood commercial centers. While this work was started prior to the COVID-19 pandemic, that public health crisis has only deepened the need to ensure the survival of our small-scale, locally owned business districts, and PBN has been at the forefront of this work, engaging neighbors and shop owners in visioning, training sessions, and evaluating existing conditions. More detail of this work is available on our website.
We're hoping for a return to in-person programming. We miss you. But even as we hope for that, we've seen how the introduction of virtual programming has expanded our reach and brought preservation resources to more people and more communities. And so look for 2021 to hold a mix of both in-person and virtual programming. We are redesigning our entire tour program so that we can have a combination of in-person, self-guided, and virtual tours as conditions warrant, and to ensure that our members are getting a wider view of historic districts in our region.
2020 has also seen Preservation Buffalo Niagara deepen our commitment to creating an anti-racist preservation movement in Western New York. One of the centerpieces of this effort you will see in 2021 with the release of our East Side Context Study. This important study is really groundbreaking in terms of how we think about preservation in areas of our city that have been impacted by disinvestment and by urban renewal. And the study has attracted a lot of national attention as a potential model for other communities like ours. It's being funded through the National Trust of Historic Preservation, the Preservation League of New York State, and Assembly Majority Leader Crystal Peoples-Stokes. We're very honored to be able to bring this study to you early in 2021. Of course, none of this work would be possible without our funders, our wonderful board of directors, and most importantly, without our members. Membership is what keeps PBN a strong and viable organization and allows us to do everything that we do. Thank you so much for your support. We hope you are proud of what we've been able to accomplish in your name in 2020, and we are looking forward to continuing to do even more in 2021.